Welcome back. Today we're talking all about what we did not expect with van life. We're sharing our travel truths and what we found. A lot of these things are good and some of these things are bad, but we want to share them with you from our 2 years of van life.
The first one is going to be weird right off the bat, but it's how often our pee jug needs dumped. So we have a Nature's Head composting toilet, and it has is it a gallon or 2 gallons?
I think it's a gallon.
One of the two of our pee. And I think this is more of just the fact that I'm surprised how much Molly goes pee because she can almost fill it up herself in a couple of days.
I drink a lot of water and I go a lot.
Yes. So, but this is really something that we wanted you guys to be aware of as well. We love our Nature's Head toilet, but we wanted you to know kind of something that was not something we expected. No.
Next up is not being able to fit in most drive-thrus. The height of our van doesn't allow us to go in some of them. I don't even know some of the chains, but a lot of times if we want to stop for a coffee or a quick sandwich, we can't. We have to park and go in just because our van is too tall. That's just something we never even expected or thought of.
Yeah, we didn't even think about the fact that we wouldn't be able to fit under a drive-thru thing. Third on the list is how bad the gray water smells. So this is something as well that we were not expecting. We didn't know what it would smell like, I guess. It's more like we just didn't know what to expect, and it stinks. So that's something that we learned as well. We have 2 7-gallon tanks for gray water, so 14 gallons total. And if it sits there for a while, yeah, it does start to stink a little bit.
Next up, we didn't realize how long van chores would take. So that's dumping sometimes the compost, dumping our pee tank, dumping gray water, filling up our fresh water, which is like 26 gallons, 25. And then doing laundry, whatever we have to do, getting groceries. They take an entire day to get all of that done. And it's honestly kind of annoying sometimes. Like we spend a whole day doing chores where in a house you can do a little bit of laundry and just go sit down. Yeah,
and it's really hard as well. When we were in, I think Sioux Falls, South Dakota or something like that, somewhere around there, we did a chore day. And that was so much. It was like 90 degrees and we went and got groceries. We did our laundry. And oh my gosh, it was just so much to do in one day. Next up on the list is the community that you get for being in van life. So this is a positive one. Yeah. We love being able to have people who are interested in what we do and who understand it, who are genuinely like in love with our van. Yeah. It's really fun to meet these people on the road, and you'll find this out as well as you go out and about. But just people who just like, oh hey, that's really cool. That's a really good idea. Just like a nice little community that is really fun to be around.
This next one is such a positive one. We didn't realize how much money we would save doing van life. So sure, at first it's expensive to get the van and build it out, but after that you're not paying for car rentals, hotels, flights, buses, none of that. You don't even have to pay to eat out because you have everything in your van. We seriously would have maybe went on one trip in the last 4 years. And we've been to the entire lower 48, so it just shows.
Yeah, it's a really great way to save money. We just talked the other day about a breakdown of going on a flight somewhere, and it's just like things that we don't think about, like you said, like even cooking or going to the restroom is like something that you have to think about.
Yeah.
Up next, we have the amount of time and freedom that you get on the road. It is amazing how much time that you get when everything you need is right there. You don't need to go to a restaurant, like Molly said, to eat. Our restroom is right there with us. Our bed is right there with us. It's just up to us what we want to do, which is really awesome. We love that freedom. We expected a lot of freedom when we left in the van, but the amount that we actually got was even more staggering than we imagined.
Yeah, we don't have to be somewhere at a certain time unless we plan something, but like there's never like a check-in date or a checkout. We just kind of get to come and go as we please.
Yeah, we were in Montana, planning on spending 3 days there and ended up spending 10. It wasn't a big deal.
And last but not not least is the love of our composting toilet. At first, we absolutely were like, no, we're not doing this.
Yeah.
We didn't use it for our first 2 little trips, 2 or 3, but after we actually gave it a chance, there was no looking back. I never want to build a van without one.
Yeah, it's so nice. Like I said a few times in this video, it's so nice to not have to worry about going to a McDonald's or going to a cafe and having to use their restroom or anything like that. Like, there's no awkwardness there. It's really nice to be able to just go in the van and have it there. So yeah, it's amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching. We love putting out videos like this for you so you can have a little bit of heads up before you head out on your own. But go back and check a few of our videos. Like I mentioned before, we have a video of our chore day in Sioux Falls. So if you're interested in seeing what is a chore day for van lifers, you can check that out. As well as check out our last week's video. We talked all about what you should and should not do when you're on the road. But thank you guys so much for watching once again. We'll see you next Tuesday with a brand new video. Bye guys.